Hi everybody, this is Pramita here, and today we're going to do probably the third part and the last part of this mini folio. It's taking a long time now. I just want to end this. uh, so in the meantime, what I've done is, to save some time, I have added the flips. Now there was a change of plan, because initially I wanted to add this envelope at the top, but then I decided against it and I added it on the side. So how it looks is like so. So this is the last part where we are going to do the gluing as well as working on the ephemera. So more or less, how much ephemera can you tuck in? So there's one for the envelope. There's another one for the flip doll pocket envelope sort of thing, and also two for the vellum pockets. Now these are tea stained vellums. So what I've done is, if you want to do a tea stained vellum, I had just taken some tea solution, smeared it over the vellum and then let it dry. Okay, don't try to bake it, it's going to burn. So I just tried to dry it, and then after it was fairly dry, because it dries pretty quickly, depending on the weather, of course. So in the summer it dries pretty quickly, and then what I did was I ironed it out. But do not use a very hot iron. If you plan on using an iron, because you'll have to, it's just going to crumple up a lot. So it's just, it becomes like a crumpled paper sort of thing. So what I did was I placed a tea towel on top of the vellum and then I ironed it. So that way the vellum was protected, it got dry, and also I liked the crinkly effect that it had. Now you can ink, you can stamp, you can do whatever. So I'm going to show you how you can stamp on this also. So we'll work on that. These are some little things that I do usually in my projects. Okay, so if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please thinking of subscribing, and if you are already a subscriber, a very warm welcome. And I'm so thankful to my older subscribers that they have not lost faith, that I'm still here. I might be a little bit irregular, but I'm trying to get into the rhythm. It's very difficult when you're trying to manage so many things, especially, but it's not an excuse. I just want to share the things that I've learned and I pick up along the way. I put a twist to them sometimes, most of the times. So so that's what I like to do. But then I'll also show you some conventional methods also. Now we are going to glue this first. So if you want, you can use a wet glue. If you want, you can use your glue stick. If you want, you can even make pocket, whatever. But the thing is that you can, but I do not like to make this into a pocket also. Why? I'll tell you. Because they already have the flaps in. So in case you put something in, it might get caught up in between. So let's do a thing. Let's try to create the pocket. In case it doesn't work, we can always glue it up. So so what I'll do is, I'm just going to glue the sides. Okay, and you're going to start working from one side. So I'm going to lay this down. I am at a very weird angle only because I want to show the process. So here you can see what I've done. Just placed it. Now this is kind of a hidden pocket, because only you know, unless you put a tag, flap or something of that sort. So that's going to be your project sort of thing. So you have laid down this, and now you need to glue the middle part. I like to glue the middle part because that gives a kind of a fixture sort of thing. it fixes everything up, and then I'm going to glue this part up. So what we did was just an improvisation on camera. This was not a plan, but it just so happened that I wanted to explore this possibility, and that's how my journals are. Like, that is why it is very difficult for me to share all the steps that I'm doing in building a journal. Okay, so I'm just pushing these down, let this dry, let it dry a little bit, and then we're going to work on the journal cards. Now for the journal cards, what I'm going to show you is, these are some pre-made bases. Now I have a video on this. Probably I did this about a year or so ago, and I also showed how I give them this patina, like this stain to this, just adding some little bits to your mixture of decoupage glue or PVA glue or whatever you want to add. Okay, so what I've here is a bunch of bases. Actually, these are all papers that I will not be using. Either they are backing of something, some kind of issue with the papers, some sort that I do not want to use, I have used over here. So what I'll do is I keep them like so. Whenever I have an abundance of neutral paper, what I do is I make masterboards, collage boards, or whatever, like this, things like that, and then I cut them to size, because it's difficult to store if they are not into proper size. You can always resize them, no issues about that. So, and then I use them in my projects. I don't use them, I don't decorate them way ahead of time. So this probably will be the best journal tag that can go in here, because at the end of the day we are going to back these up. Okay, so let me see if this works. Hopefully this is going to work. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty irksome. So I'm going to just see whether it's going to go inside this pocket that we have. Now there is a little bit of hindrance at the mouth, but then yeah, so this is going to go in nice and smoothly. Okay, so we have one tag sorted out. Now we need to see what we need to put here. So that can be a squarish kind of card, which I do not think I will have, but maybe I will. So I have them cut down in different sizes. That's not a plan, but that's how things are. So I can just slip this in. I might have to trim this a little bit, that's okay. So this can go in here. So I can take this out, I can take this out. So these two are selected. Now we have to think about these two. So regarding these two, what we can do is we can use some tags like this, and something very similar to this size. We can use something like this. Okay, so we are not going to put papers inside. Instead, we have put in two more extra pockets. So you're basically going to have a folio sort of thing with so many pockets. So let's see how many pockets we have. So we have 4 pockets over here, and then we're going to close this. So we're going to close this, and then we have this tuck spot. Okay, so this is a double tuck spot, so we can put something over here like so. So this will also fit in. And then over here I need to put something smaller. So let me see if I have something smaller. So these are the ones that we have selected. Let me see if I have something smaller, and then perhaps we can make something accordingly. Now, so as you can see, these are very random, very basic kind of thing, and that's what I like to keep. So I might use this, I'm not sure, because I'm looking for something smaller and I'm not getting that. Okay, so this is pretty tall, I don't want this, but I can trim this up and make it smaller. So that's fine. So I'm not going to use this, probably I'm going to use this, because when we are using a layered pocket, I want that layered look. So that is one of the reasons why I'm looking for smaller journal cards. So these are the things that I usually do when I'm making a journal, and often what happens is when I'm doing a flip through, these little things, they are not mentioned, but that's not intentional, but that's how things are, because that's how things stand basically. So we have the 2 journal cards over here done. Now we're going to go and look for the 2 that we're going to have over here. Again, we need 2 cards. So what I can do is I can add 1 card over here. That will sit nicely. But for this one, I will need something narrower. So I'm going to keep this, and then I'm going to keep on looking for some narrow bits which will be most suitable for something like this. So I don't think I have anything much narrower, so I just need to see whether it fits. Okay, so this is perfect. I might trim this down a little bit. So we have our journal cards and tags more or less sorted out. Now remember, we have created 2 pockets over here. These are pretty generous journal card sort of thing. So we can create some cards for that later on. So for that, I'm not going to use these bases. I'm going to do something else. So hopefully that's going to be sorted out. So right now what we need to do is we need to decorate the journal cards and put them inside this pouch. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now. So in the meantime, what I can do is I can fast forward this, or it's no need to talk you through. So I will probably quicken this part up. Okay. Hi everyone, this is Pramita here. So I have completed everything in this mini folio that we were working on. This is a very good addition to your journal if you are planning on adding stuff like this. If you do not mind a chunky journal, because you cannot paperclip this in your journal. Okay, so you can just add it as a special gift or just in addition to your journal maybe. Or this is a very good project to send some happy mails, some gift to someone. So that's that, and it has around 10 journal cards. I know it sounds very strange, but that's how it is. Now I have completed everything except inking the journal cards, because I do not know which project I'm going to work on, so I'm not going to do the inking right away. It's just like building your stash sort of thing. And also I have not added any labels or ephemera or anything at the front, so I probably can add something like this. So I'm not using it right away, but you can embellish it more, but I'm not doing it anymore because I think I've done enough. So let us begin the official flip through of the completed version. So this is the folio. It has double tuck pockets in the front, and when you open this, there are 2 pockets over here. This is an altered envelope, and this is a coin envelope sort of thing that we created. And when you open this up, you have 2 more pockets. Okay, and then when you close this, okay, so when you close this, you have 2 more tuck spots or pockets at the back. And then in between the 2 layers, remember the paper that we had used initially, and then the backing paper that I had used, I had created a pocket of sorts. So in between, sandwiched in between those 2 layers, there lies another hidden pocket, and I have put in some tags inside it. So 2 pockets over here, 2 pockets over here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the secret ones 9, 10. So there are 10 pockets and 10 ephemera pieces. So let's do the flip through. So as I said in my previous in the beginning, that I have used pre-made bases. So if you want to see how I make these pre-made bases with various layers, you can message me. You can definitely message me in the comment section. I will try and do video, because my scrap box is already overflowing, and whenever it happens, I make a few masterboard sort of thing, background things like this, so that they can build up my stash later on. It's easier to work on projects. So this is the small journal card that is tucked in the front pocket. So in the front pocket. So this is it. Okay, you can take it out, and then this is the second pocket. Take it out. So I've used elements from all sorts of designers. Some are from my own shop and some are from Junk with Steph. This is from My Poch Prints. This is from Artie Maze. This is also from Artie Maze. This is from Junk with Steph. And then when I open this, these elements, as I said in my previous episodes, if you have not watched those, then I will link them either in the iCard at the top or in the description box below, or maybe both, so you can check those out and see how I constructed this. So here is the coin envelope pocket. So I have put in, these elements are all from my shop, and so is this is from Junk with Steph, and these are also from my shop, except this is from Tracy Fox, and this is just a vintage stamp. And I have shown how I make clusters like this in the previous part. So then I'm going to open this up. Okay, so I have a tiny pocket over here. So this is how it looks. So this is a journal card. I've used images from Junk with Steph. I'm just moving all the cards aside so that you can have a look, nice look. And then we come to this envelope pocket sort of thing. Here you can see this is actually a fussy cutout from my shop. This is actually the vintage botanical journal cards that I have, and I have just put in some little bits and pieces, nothing much. I have not over decorated this. I have done a little bit of collage on the back of the envelope because this is visible to the eye, and when you close this you get to see this. Inside what I have is, sorry, my workspace is a mess. Tomorrow is going to be a cleaning day, and then I'm going to move on to my next project. So inside you can see I have 2 cards, 2 poppies. These are also from botanical journal cards that are in my shop. So you don't need to use them as journal cards itself. As I said before, you fussy cut these out and use them in different ways, and you can see how beautiful they look. I wanted to put a label over here, but somehow I missed that, so probably I'm going to put something over here just to balance things out. So that's that. Don't mind the different weird noises that you can hear. Those are on my phone. And yeah, since I'm teaching again this year, I am constantly bombarded with messages. Okay, so done this, and this is all this is from a vintage stamp. This is from my shop. This is from Artie Mays. This is from Tina's Numbers. Again, this is from Artie Mays. I think this is a freebie. I'm not sure. Yes, this is a freebie in her group. So these are the journal cards. Again, they go out, and then you have the cards at the back. Okay, so again I'm going to take out, these are again some fussy cut out elements from botanical journal cards that I have in my shop, digital ones. This is from my bird fussy cut, and again this is from the small mini vintage labels ephemera pack that I have digital. So these are all that. Even the background paper is like that. So I've used those, and I have not used much of lace because it was getting chunkier by minute. These are some collage papers that I have in my shop, and I have cut them down and used them as tags. So I like these elements a lot. So this is how the ephemera is looking. So this is one, and then these are the 2 cards. Then you have 3 cards, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here you have all of your cards and your folio. So you can pretty well imagine how chunky this will be if I add pages to it. That is the only reason why I have not added pages in the middle, but you can definitely go ahead and make it. If you want to make it bigger, you can add 2 sheets of paper and do the same thing. This will be in a bigger dimension. You can tweak it in any ways, this is just the basic concept. So I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video, then please hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, then please don't forget to subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And also, if you want to share this video, you're most welcome. Please share this video. Have a great day and stay safe.